What is the goal when texting your ex? Hey guys, my name is Danny and I'm your life and relationship coach. And if this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because when you hit the subscribe button, you get notified every time we put out new content. And what I like to tell people all the time is the more knowledge, the better. The better supported you feel, and the better you feel like you can navigate whatever situation you are going through. If you have already been a member or have already been part of the Love Advice TV community for quite some time, welcome back. This is the third video in a 5-part series called the Texting Series. And the reason for why I created this is because it was highly requested from you guys to really understand how to open up the lines of communication with your ex and make sure you are doing it in such a way that you increase your odds and your chances of getting them back. So today I wanted to talk about the reasons, right? What are the goals when we text our ex? What are we trying to achieve? So often I find that when people want to text their ex, right? When you want to get in contact with them again, most people don't have a direction. You don't know what your goal is. The only thing that you can say to yourself is, I want to get my ex back. And that is completely understandable because that is the end goal. However, there have to be micro goals along the way. You have to understand where you are going, right? And in order to do that, it's about really understanding the purpose and the reason for why you are texting them, let's say in that moment, that day, that week, for the month, whatever the case may be. So, what is the first thing that we are trying to achieve? We're trying to get them excited. We're trying to stir up emotion, right? The last thing that you want to do is send a text and piss your ex off, because if you do, you've already shot yourself in the foot. So the goal here is to get them excited, to get them to laugh, to get them to smile. And a lot of people ask me the question, Coach Jenny, how do I do that? How do I get them excited to see my text? There's so many different variables here, right? And there's so many factors that play into this. And I've talked about this in the previous video, right? Was it an amicable or was it a hostile breakup? Because that will contribute to the type of text that we send, when and how. But the primary thing to keep in mind is, look, even though the relationship ended, even though there's history there, and there are things that happen that resulted in you guys breaking up, you're still yourselves, right? To a certain degree. Deep down inside, the person that you were when you guys first met is still there. That person that was able to make them laugh, to get them excited, to tell that one joke that really gave you a belly laugh, that's still there. It's just we have a tendency of overthinking after a breakup because we're trying to plan every single step and make sure we're not doing it incorrectly. So we walk on eggshells and we second guess who we are as a person, because when you go through a breakup, it really rocks your core, right? It makes you rethink yourself, your parts of your personality, your behaviors, all of that. So I understand why it can be scary, but at the end of the day, reflect and think about what used to make the two of you guys laugh. What little nuances in your relationship made each of you crack up, right? So maybe it's memes that you would send each other via Instagram. Maybe it's an inside joke that you guys have. Maybe it's dark, twisted humor that's hilarious to the two of you that nobody else understands. Whatever it is, always lead with that to try to spark some excitement and some joy, right? The second reason is we want to plant a seed of doubt as well, right? So let me be clear. When I say plant a seed of doubt, I don't mean gaslighting, right? I do not mean making that person feel like everything was their fault, because if that is what you're doing, I would probably take a step back and reflect and try to take accountability and really understand why we are approaching it from that way, right? What I'm saying to you is that you just want to make that person second guess whether the decision to break up was the right decision. And how do you do that, right? It's all about how you present yourself. It's all about, again, creating a relaxed, casual, cool environment where they feel comfortable and they feel safe again, right? Which is why we want to lead with getting them excited and getting them to laugh and do all of those things, because if you can achieve making them laugh and smile, the wall goes down. And when the wall goes down, they feel more secure. And when they feel more secure, you're able to build a new dynamic and show this improved version of yourself. And therefore, they start to second guess the decision they made. The third thing is getting them to start initiate contact, right? That is the goal, because when you get them to initiate contact, it is a reassurance for you, right? That they are interested, they are open, they're willing to reciprocate, and they're willing to receive. So getting them to initiate contact is the goal. And I explain all of that in my texting product. So if you have not gotten the texting product, I 100% recommend that you do, because everything that I am covering in these videos, right, is more of a generalized version, just to give you guys an idea, right, to give you some direction. But in the product, it goes into detail. You understand the reasons for why. It breaks down how to contact them over a 14-day period. And all of that is something that will help you position yourself in such a way that you increase your chances of getting your ex back by opening up the lines of communication. So if you have not heard of the product, if you do not know of the product, it's called the Text My Ex Again. And I will link that in the description box below, so that you just have to click the link and go directly to the product, purchase it, and start the process of getting your ex back today. So do not miss that. The fourth part is get them to associate something positive with your text, right? So very similar to the first reason, this one, you are trying to create a more positive dynamic. So if for any reason in the past you were overly jealous, clingy, needy, maybe you were incredibly negative because you were just feeling incredibly insecure, changing that dynamic and coming off more positive, more casual, less clingy, all of those things will get them to feel more comfortable. And they'll start to associate the interaction as a positive one as opposed to a negative one, because we're trying to rewrite history a little bit, right? We can't forget history because we have to learn from it, but we're trying to create a new script, a new future for the two of you. And the last part of this is getting them to want to meet, right? That is the end goal. That is like it. So if you are able and you can manage, right, navigating the texting and the conversing and the keeping things cool and casual and showing them this new and improved version of yourself, then realistically, the goal here is to meet in person, because once you meet in person, that is like the cherry on top. That is the physical connection that we are looking for in order for the chemistry to start again. So if you feel like you've maybe done these steps, maybe not in the correct order, or you just feel completely lost. Like you've watched this video and you're like, okay, I get it, but I'm still super lost. I am more than happy to have a one-on-one coaching session with you. I am more than happy to support you and guide you through this process. I have done it with many, many, many clients before who have most ended up back with their exes in a new and improved and happy relationship. And at the end of the day, that is your goal, right? That is why you are watching this video. So if you feel like you need the extra support, I am your guy. I am more than happy to do that for you. I will provide you with a link in the description box below as well, so that you can just click on it and go directly to the coaching page and book your session. And again, it's also in there with the product. So do not forget the product, and the one-on-one coaching, I'm telling you, will be incredibly helpful for you. If you are already in the situation, if you just have general questions that you want to ask, if there's any recommendations or anything that you want to see on the channel, right, content-wise, leave a comment down below. I read as many of the comments as I can. And like I say all the time, I love interacting with you guys. This is your channel. We created this community for you. So your words matter. Your thoughts matter. Your opinions matter. We utilize all of that to create more content to give you the support that you feel that you need. So drop your comment down below and I will do my best to respond to you as quickly as I can. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. This was the third video in the 5-part series for the Texting My Ex Again. Stay tuned for the fourth video. And again, if you didn't subscribe, because if not, you're not going to get the notification. So go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.